visit my dad. If you didn't follow us on our backup channel, which I'll link down below, you might want to just in case this channel plays games like it was, then you wouldn't know that my dad actually contracted the current virus going around and ended up in the hospital for a month. And he just got out like 2 weeks ago, and I've been able to go do short visits, but my mom actually needs to go do some errands, and he's like on oxygen and stuff, so he can't be by himself. So I am going to go sit with him and make sure that he has everything that he needs. So that is why we are in the car. YouTube's so weird. Like, you constantly feel like you have to explain your life. So yeah, I just explained my life. Since we just talked about dark winter, I wanted to talk about an article that I saw the other day about Bill Gates warning our government and the CDC about a weaponized smallpox outbreak. He was talking about in the article that other countries are catching on that the best way to kill off enemies or a population, or the best warfare, if you will, is actually not a bunch of guns and men or women fighting each other, but instead it is warfare, which is honestly true. I mean, it's not like you have to like infiltrate a country or like have to do all this planning. Like, you literally just wait, sit back and release this and wait until people get sick and die. Really curious to see if I get flagged for this video and saying this, but Bill Gates is also one of the few people, I think you can correct me if I'm wrong, I've read different things, but he's either one of the few or the only one that still has one of the active smallpox virus cells. So it's pretty much a dormant virus because most people are poked for it, and it really has no chance of coming back. So it's very interesting that he is the one saying that we're going to have this outbreak. It's also really interesting because I read a few articles on it saying that it isn't smallpox, it's weaponized smallpox. So the current poke that you can get for it won't even work on it. If that's true, I would hope that it would protect against a little bit of it. I'm not really sure, but I don't want to spend too much time talking on this. Like I said, I don't want to get, in trouble for it. So that all being said, he is predicting that we are still not ready for a new pandemic, which is funny because he's the one that predicted the current pandemic, and at that time he said we're not. So I would hope that we're at least a little bit more prepared than what we were for this last one. And the only thing that's honestly scary about this is smallpox is serious. Like, it has about a 45% death rate. 3 out of 10 people that get it will pass from it, and the other 7, if they survive, will have like scarring on their skin really bad for the rest of their life, and a lot of them even go blind. Unlike the current pandemic that has a 99% survival rate, this is almost at a 50-50 chance that you're going to pass away from it. So I don't think it's a little bit like more serious. It's definitely not something I would want to mess around with. And honestly, since this individual predicted the last pandemic, I tend to listen to him not because I think he's intelligent or because I think he knows what he's talking about, but I think he might have a hand in this. My opinion, don't come for me, don't strike my channel. It's just my opinion that this individual might be involved in the creating of these pandemics. So is this the dark winter that President Biden keeps talking about? Is there going to be a smallpox outbreak? Is there going to be some type of outbreak that's similar, that's weaponized smallpox? I don't know. It's just kind of interesting that, for a year and a half now, Biden's been predicting this dark winter. The original dark winter experiment was smallpox, and now you have Bill Gates reporting that we could potentially have a outbreak of this. Our family is not going to be panicking. I think that there's certain things that we just kind of have to pay attention to, and I think that the stars are kind of aligning on this one. So we are definitely taking like extra precautions. Like, my husband's a plumber, and so I've been making him like undress in the garage, throw his clothes immediately in the dryer, and then shower before he even touches our son. And then I'm like disinfecting doorknobs and stuff that he's touching, and because I don't really leave the house besides going and seeing family, because I work from home. But just sanitizing extra. We have an essential oil diffuser going that helps supposedly disinfect the air. we got a new plant. It's called a snake plant. It has nothing to do with snakes, but it's supposedly one of the few plants that continuously puts out oxygen in the air. So for our family, just to give you some ideas, that's what we're doing, is to just make sure that we're being really clean and sanitary and just doing our best to cut down on germs. And then of course, obviously, if there's going to be some type of outbreak like smallpox, or you know, if something starts to outbreak around us, then my husband and I will probably seriously look at him coming to work at home somehow. But yeah, obviously that is the extreme. But the little things we're doing right now is just cleaning extra and making sure, you know, we're trying to cut down on germs. Okay, let me know your opinions on this in the comment section down below. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and we will catch you guys all in the next one. Bye.